So what do I do? Ask another guy for kids?
What are you saying?
Because I need another child. I've done nothing. Like besides some attitude here and there. And comforting another guy because he was sad.
To me, when I think of like I think of like homewrecker. That is what to me, that is somebody who deserves all the shaming in the world. Even not happy. Like if they're not happy in a relationship, that is not your job, Miss Sophie, to swoop in the guy till he figures it out. Like, no, that's not good either. Not it. Yeah, there you need like that is a different type of situation.
Oh boy, do I have a video for you today, because we need to talk about the trashiest mom on the internet. This is Kira.
And I get to keep the ring because a ring is a gift, and if he thinks he can take it away from me, he would be without.
Not only is she a homewrecker, but she also likes to smell farts. Yeah, I know, I wish I was kidding. And she's also a terrible mother.
Earned money. Hey, Levi, I will kick your ass on camera. Not okay. Go up to your room. No, you can wait a whole 2 minutes. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Back in the day, I used to love watching family channels. And one of my favorite channels was OK Baby. It was about a young couple, Oscar and Kira, who had 4 children at a very young age, and they were sort of relatable. They had a beautiful family, they were super successful, and it just seemed like they had it all until Kira destroys it all, not only to wreck her home, but someone else's too. And the great thing about it is that this was all pretty much publicly documented and it's already been proven. Let me rewind a bit. Back in 2015, Oscar and Kira started a YouTube channel called OK Baby. They have 4 kids, so they would just essentially vlog their family, and back then family vlogging was everything, so they were pretty popular. They were getting really good views, and I would say probably making pretty good money. And eventually they reached 1.4 million subscribers. Their whole channel was about their kids, and people seemed to really love their little family, their relationship dynamic, the fact that they were high school sweethearts.
Make us good friends or good companions, but it's how we met, so.
Which, by the way, spoiler alert, later on, Kira got exposed that the way she got with Oscar was by stealing him from her best friend from high school. So this wasn't her first rodeo. Anyway, long story short, with all the YouTube fame and managing a home full of children, they needed a little bit of help. So Kira hired a nanny by the name Hannah Hawker. Now get this, Hannah is actually around Kira's age, they have similar interests, and they shortly became pretty close. In fact, they later became best friends and even got matching tattoos together. As Hannah spent more time at Kira's home helping with the children, she slowly started bringing her then fiance Preston Smith around. Are you guys keeping up? Okay, the couples then quickly became really close friends, all 4 of them. They started doing double date nights, fun game nights.
Game night! Who's excited? Me! Guys! Oh my goodness, and you brought the goods. Look at that, look at that.
We did it last year. It's actually when we kind of became friends for the first time with Hannah and Preston.
No, we've been friends with Hannah. We just became friends with Preston.
No, we knew them, but that's when I feel like we really became like friends.
They all spent a lot of time together and captured so much of it on camera because Oscar was vlogging a lot of their time together.
Yes. Salt and pepper, just for Hannah, just for Hannah. Forgot to vlog. What's up, Hannah? What's up, Preston Tushy? Good to see us together again, man.
Oh my god, so nice, honestly.
By the way, guys, tonight is actually Friday night. It's not our typical Saturday night game night.
As the friendship between Kira and Hannah blossomed, they had the bright idea to start a podcast together. So they went ahead and started Beneath the Sheets in July of 2021.
Hi, I'm Kira.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Welcome back to Beneath the Sheets,
where we make the uncomfortable comfortable.
Where Kira and Hannah would just have some casual girl talk and some sexually explicit topics. Honestly, it was all pretty cringe. But as the podcast slowly started growing a bit, they actually hired Preston as their helper, audio engineer of some sort. He just essentially did all the behind the scenes on that podcast. So this is where he started spending a lot of time over there. So remember, at this point, Kira and Oscar have been together for 7 years. Everything seems to have been going great, and then randomly one day in January 2022, the OK Baby channel releases their very controversial breakup video. And everyone was kind of shocked and surprised, quickly deemed it as the worst breakup video on the internet, because apparently Kira broke up with Oscar, and the way she was talking to him and treating him in that video pretty much gave it away, like right away. Everyone suspected that she did something.
We actually tried to make this video before, but it was very rough.
Yes.
It was too fresh.
And I still was not fully accepting it, and but I'm better now. So yeah, Kira broke up with me. So
Does it make you feel better to say it like that?
That condescending phase. Oh, especially knowing what we know now. This video is so uncomfortable because it's clear by Oscar's body language that he had no idea this was coming. He did not want to break up the family.
And nothing happened that's like crazy and dramatic. Nobody like cheated. Nobody like...
Feelings were hurt though.
And this by far is my favorite part of the video because she tries to clear up that nobody cheated. And I feel like Oscar just had to take that opportunity to give us a little something, something, a little hint.
Please clarify that I wasn't cheating.
Yeah, you weren't cheating.
Like,
You
people
weren't
will
cheating.
dig into
You
that.
did a lot of things that bothered me. I wouldn't consider them full-blown cheating, but it was definitely lines
Oscar,
that we
not
should have
cheating.
crossed.
Now let me just say, I don't think anyone can be this cruel to someone they once loved unless they had someone already lined up, which, yeah, you already know. And this is pretty much where Oscar just gives it away.
So what triggered you to be so mean though this last month?
What triggered you to be so mean to me the past few months? I wonder.
I've done nothing. Like besides some attitude here and there. And comforting another guy because he was sad.
She comforted another guy when he was sad. And I want you to look at Oscar's face in this moment. He's like, yes, she admitted it. But here's where things just go off the rails. A whistleblower contacted the Dad Challenge podcast because he had covered OK Baby content before, and they wanted to give some major tea on Kira. Before I let Dad Challenge explain it all, let me remind you guys, Kira and Oscar are broken up. They're co-parenting. It hasn't been that long since the breakup video. Kira said that the only reason she broke up with him is because she wanted to find herself, whatever that means.
Why'd you feel the need to end it so you could go through this instead of figuring it out together?
One of my biggest things is like being alone. And I think that's truly when you do find yourself.
And now a whistleblower exposes what's been really going on.
2 days ago, I got a message in my Instagram, but she said, look, how do I say this? I need to tell you something. I had a threesome with Preston and Kira. And I said, Preston and Kira, like, from OK Baby? She's like, yes. I was in Vegas. I was approached on Bumble by Preston. And so I asked this person, are you sure it's not Hannah? This girl, Hannah, that Preston was dating. She's like, no, it absolutely wasn't Hannah. This girl reached out to me. So she sent me these receipts, and I'm going to show you the receipts real quick. Preston on Bumble sent this to my source. Says, hi. Hi, did you read profile? Yes. He's asking where she's from, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget they're in Vegas at this point. This is April 21st, 2022. We are staying at the Wynn. Okay? Are you free tomorrow night? Sounds fun. Tonight? And this is the photo that Preston sent my source.
This photo is what broke the internet because no one would have access to a photo like that unless Kira or Preston have personally sent it to them, because Kira was trying to keep that relationship very secretive and off the internet. So there was no way this person could have had that photo unless it was sent to them.
Yes, that's Preston, Hannah's ex-fiance. You seeing it? Okay, this is a relatively new photo he sent to them. Think this is them that night, right before they went to their show in Vegas. So Kira's here in Vegas at the Wynn Hotel, which is a very, very posh, fancy hotel. There's no picture of Preston here because she didn't tag Preston because she doesn't want you to know that Preston is here. So she said, yeah, we just started talking. They were relatively nice, and we were getting a little bit more drunk, and we're starting to ask some questions like, how long you guys been together? And this is where this kind of bombshells, ready?
Okay, here we go, the timeline discovery.
Kira said that her and Preston have been together for over 8 months. Doing the math, you're doing the math, right? Yeah. The We Broke Up video was 4 months ago. Okay? And before that, the actual breakup was on Oscar and Kira's anniversary, December 21st, I think, like that. So if you're doing the math with me, that's September 2021 that Kira admits to this person that they've been dating. They kept commenting on this person's rather large bust size. 5-6 days later, Kira does her video on getting surgery, April 27th.
Why'd you feel the need to end it so you could go through this instead of figuring it out together?
One of my biggest things is like being alone, and I think that's truly when you do find yourself is when you're put in these like critical life situations.
Are you alone? No, Preston's with you.
And that's when everyone discovered that Kira was a homewrecker. Everyone started going back to old vlogs to really try to unravel this whole thing, and it all started making sense. Many pointed out this clip where it's clear that Kira and Preston were texting each other behind their back.
Am I 5'10" now then? Because I'm usually 5'7", 5'8".
I get to be what, 5'2"? Well, I don't know how to like teach it, but like, okay, so you're gonna like take a step and then you're gonna like
Push? Make your hands go forward.
like it's pushing. Yes.
That seems backwards.
Remember when she said she was comforting another guy?
And comforting another guy because he was sad.
Yeah, she was talking about Preston. And then remember when she said this?
One of my biggest things is like being alone, and I think that's truly when you do find yourself.
Yeah, no, she had Preston all along, and she was lying to Oscar and everyone else. And I think we could just take this opportunity to laugh at Kira together.
And apparently they were talking to Kira on Snapchat or something like that. It says, I love asshole stuff. Everything to do with it, haha. They said back, that's not too unique. I was expecting something crazy, laughing emoji. She said,
I like being farted on, lol. That's pretty nutty.
Disgusting and embarrassing to admit. You can kind of tell that she likes to be farted on. Ew. But moving on. So for a long time, she stayed silent on all of this. She had denied all of the accusations and was being so private whether she had or didn't have a relationship behind the scenes. Her fans kept calling her out on it, and so she slowly started putting little hints here and there.
Will say me and my boyfriend now are we got very serious very quickly.
Pretty shortly, because apparently she just couldn't hold it in any longer. Slowly, she started revealing her relationship. Tries to lie about the 3 ways when it's already been proven.
I have had threesomes in Vegas. Is it that story I've heard about? Is that story true? No.
And I feel like that's just truly why she's so hated, because she feels like people are just dumb and like she fooled everyone. I feel like if she would have just came out and was honest with everything from the beginning, maybe people would have had a different reaction, and maybe she wouldn't be deemed as the worst person on the internet right now. Anyway, then she starts kind of gaslighting everyone, telling them that her and Preston found each other at a very low point in their life when they were both going through a very hard breakup.
It didn't take long to fall in love, but we definitely were sleeping together out of struggle relating. We were both the bad guys in a relationship. And we were the ones who ended our relationships. And we didn't really have anybody at the time because of everything that was going on. So we really kind of used each other, that sounds so bad, in those ways.
We all know that's not true because timeline, then she officially announces that they're engaged. Then they did actually end up getting married in January 2024. They essentially rushed the wedding for some sort of reason.
I announced that we were gonna get married in June. So we got engaged in June, and I said a year from then we were gonna get married in June. Well, I couldn't wait that long. I was too freaking excited. Plus, it just seemed like a long time to plan.
We find out later that that reason is because Kira was pregnant, even though everyone already speculated on it. Kira again kept denying the pregnancy rumors.
No, seriously, I'm not pregnant. You actually got married so quick because you're pregnant. No. Have I ever been the person who has to be married before having children? Babies first or wedding first? Definitely wedding first. I haven't done it like that in my past, and I really want to do it right this time, I guess. Like, I have 4 kids and I love my kids. I never would change that, but I do think it will be nice to have a baby with my husband.
Again, acting like everyone is just dumb. You know, the usual Kira behavior. But anyway, I know you're all probably wondering, like, what happened to Oscar during or after all of this? And at first, he wasn't taking it very well.
I've just been doing that, sitting, questioning everything, feeling like I'm in this dark, place, man. And it's funny because I look around and I see color, but I've been feeling like I'm living through black and white.
He took it pretty hard. Many people felt really bad for him. Of course, everyone was on Oscar's side. And then he found someone. He looks so happy right now. He's moved on. And let me just say, he completely upgraded. Yet Kira is, of course, jealous and just won't stop talking about them.
When it comes to their dad having a new girlfriend,
and like the co-parenting relationship or whatever, they have been dating for what I believe a while. I haven't known about it for the longest time, but I have known about it since before it was like announced.
She's like airing out their private information and how she feels.
What is important is obviously that she is good to the kids, that the kids like her, and I have seen that dynamic very little.
Just being messy for no reason at all. Then in April 2024, she finally admits what everyone knew all along, that she is pregnant with baby number 5 with her nanny / best friend's man. Anyway, oh yeah, and for years doctors had told her that it would be extremely dangerous for her to have another baby.
My doctor today told me that she doesn't think my body can have any more children. Even if I wanted to have another one, it's not about me wanting to, it's about that I really just can't have another one. And I have accepted it because it is what it is, and I don't want to put my life at risk because I do have 4 other children that I need to be here for. And I found out a year ago, pretty much a year ago, that I could not have any more babies, or I should not have any more babies. It would be dangerous for both the baby and me.
But apparently, Preston changed her mind.
I would love to have more than 1 baby with him, but I know for a fact that I can only have 1 or 2 myself. But after that, we can just get like a surrogate or something.
I think they just wanted to twist the knife in Hannah's heart further, especially looking back on this video.
Let's go. That's funny. Not even listening. Preston, come on. I'm into that. Into what? Oh, the breeding. Tell her you want a baby and she'll be ready. But that's because you want a baby?
Hannah really wanted a baby with Preston, but he apparently never wanted kids. But as soon as he got with Kira, they got pregnant right away. Even before the wedding, and is bragging about it to the internet. Like, he always wanted kids.
What made him change his mind about having kids? He definitely he's always wanted kids. Like, that's a huge goal of his, is to have kids.
I think this was the final straw for Hannah, because for the past 2 years, she had stayed silent. She finally came onto social media with a poem that was inspired by Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria, where she basically shares her side of the story through a diss track video on her YouTube channel. Now you can go see the full video for yourself. I'm not going to share the full thing, but funny enough, she starts her video with this clip.
To me, when I think of like I think of like homewrecker. That is what to me, that is somebody who deserves all the shaming in the world. Even not happy. Like, if they're not happy in a relationship, that is not your job, Miss Sophie, to swoop in and try to fuck the guy till he figures it out. Like, no, that's not good either. Not it. Yeah, you need like. That is a different type of situation.
The Diary of Hannah Hawker, Poetic Justice, a poem inspired by Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria.
Her follower count getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The family vlogger we once knew is looking desperate and now spiraling. Moving just like a charlatan, selling lies, it's giving disgraceful. Why educate? You're not educated. Pregnancy, your only angle. A pathetic master manipulator. I've kept quiet for a while. You're not an influencer, you're a homewrecker.
I think that right there just solidifies everything. Hannah is telling the world that Kira is a homewrecker and stole her fiance.
And when I asked about a bitch, you played dumb bitch. You turned out to be that bitch.
Now that part right there was the most eye-opening for everyone, because Hannah alludes that she maybe confided in Kira that she had suspicions about Preston talking to another girl, only to find out that Kira was that girl. The rest of that poem just exposes more of Kira, but that's not important right now. What you need to know is that the nanny came out and she basically confirmed everything. And now get this, you guys, here's the kicker. As I said, Kira is now pregnant and is flaunting every bit of her pregnancy on her channel. And she was very outspoken that she really wanted a boy because she already has 3 girls and just 1 boy, and she always wanted to be a toxic boy mom and always knew that her daughters would not like her. Essentially, she alluded many times that she would be very disappointed if she had another girl. And shocker,
you're literally gonna give me a hug, Vic. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
You just gotta, baby, you'll be fine, no matter what.
Keep your eyes closed.
They are closed. You need to keep your eyes closed. Another one. We're gonna have 4. Can you imagine when they're in high school?
Okay, we just got home and I feel like it's set in a little bit more. I feel like I was definitely in shock. And I feel like you didn't react because you were worried about my reaction.
She's having another girl. Anyway, here's Kira trying to hide so hard how disappointed she is.
Like, I am nervous that it's gonna be a girl because I don't know how I'll react.
Yeah, so I saw the pink and I immediately just looked up at her and be like, can I celebrate a lot or a little bit?
But I was like, I wasn't disappointed. I've just heard of like gender disappointment and I was really scared that that might be it. Not because I don't want a girl, but because, you know, I already have 3 girls. Anyways, I don't have gender disappointment. I do feel stressed. I do feel like...
you are stressed.
Yeah, I do feel stressed.
And funny enough, that one son that she has actually hates her.
You're live. And people are watching you right now.
No, my point is, this is hard for me to spend real earned money. Hey, I will kick your ass on camera. Not okay. Go to your room. No, you can wait a whole 2 minutes. This is why I don't go live with my children in.
Yay.
I'm gonna figure this out. No, you go to your room. That was not okay.
What? I didn't...
You had just hit me in the face with a balloon. And you're 8. That's ridiculous.
I just don't know how you sleep at night knowing that you did this to your family and your best friend. All I know is, in JoJo Siwa's words, karma's a bitch! And you should have known better. But yeah, that's the story of the trashiest mom on the internet. I hope you enjoyed this coverage. Comment, like, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.